What's up everybody and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. And for the past couple of years I've been kind of keeping an unofficial tally as to what character we repeatedly review on the show. And right now it's between Catwoman, Wonder Woman, and definitely one of my favorites, Black Widow. For obvious reasons, Natasha Romanoff, aka the Black Widow, is an extremely popular character, due in no small part to the expansion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it goes much deeper than that, and she's been a fan favorite before the MCU for decades. With one of the more interesting origin stories in the Marvel Universe, it's easy to see why. A highly trained and deadly assassin with a checkered past and questionable alliances, with a lot of red on her ledger, on a quest for redemption. Not to mention completely drop-dead gorgeous and a total badass, and whenever she's on the battlefield, somebody's getting taken out. And this is why artists just flock to recreate her, and why this show will never get enough of them. So today we're going to be reviewing SideShow Collectibles' version of the Black Widow, the exclusive premium format statue. Let's take a closer look. Okay, I'm not even going to mess around here. This thing is gorgeous. I mean, drop dead gorgeous. Now what you're seeing here in the head sculpt is the exclusive version, and I highly recommend it, even though it's extremely hard to find right now. This head sculpt is perfect. I see no QC problems here. The eyes are gorgeous, but most importantly, because of the hair sculpt, the diamondism is fantastic, and they use the perfect shade of red. This is one of the most beautiful head sculpts I've seen in a premium format, and that's saying a lot. Now this exquisite attention to detail extends to the upper torso and midsection of this piece. And just take a look at this, guys. If I had to describe it, it would be a mixture between the still suits of the 1984 Dune film and Metal Gear Solid 4's sneaking suit. It is gorgeous, guys. And take a look at all the detail in terms of the textures. The insignia from the Black Widow is magnificently done in that brilliant red. I love the textures here between the body armor, and they are modularized. This is a real incredible job. Now the lower section of this piece is even more impressive, if that was possible, in terms of how intricately it was sculpted. Now just take a look at a couple of key items here. Definitely the belt and the insignia of the Black Widow, and it is protruding somewhat, giving it a nice sense of three-dimension. The shading in the different textures is also done really well, and for obvious reasons I love the stance here. It is incredibly epic. Just take a look at the knee pads, they're done very well, and overall it's just a nice sense of art direction. It's really cool. Lots of detail in the boots, and I love how they're very flexible looking. Everything just looks really well done, guys, and it is freaking badass looking. Now if you know the Black Widow, you know that she's no stranger to packing heat. And this time around she really brought the thunder. I could hardly get it in frame, but just take a look at her sniper rifle. It is incredible, guys. This is one of the most beautiful weapons that I've ever seen, and it's almost the entire length of the statue. Now they did a lot in terms of the detail here. I love the color scheme, I love the stock, just subtle details that make this thing look really lifelike, not to mention that it's freaking huge. And if all of that stuff wasn't impressive enough, you also get a secondary weapon. And this is why I think the sculptors were influenced by Metal Gear, because this does look like the SOCOM from the series. The silencer on the end is done very well in that nice black. It is also done in a high gloss. The textures here are really great, and the subtle details looks like stamped metal. Most importantly, just take a look at the detail in the chamber. It looks like it's chrome plated. It's just a really great job, guys. This thing is really impressive. Now I don't know how else to say this, but if you have this piece and you don't mirror it, you deserve a slap in the face, man, because just take a look at how gorgeous this is. Now let's start with the top. The reverse side, if you have the alternate head, is awesome, guys. And as I mentioned before, that shade of red is incredible. But most importantly, look at how much detail is on the reverse side. And obviously, guys, we're gonna pay some fan service, and look at how beautiful that is. That's why I say it is a mortal sin if you do not reverse this piece. It is awesome, guys. Make sure you do it. Now I can honestly say that this review has become a marathon of awesomeness. Just take a look at the base here. Now this thing is just really cool. The art direction, just like everything else, is done so well, and it complements the statue a lot. Just the little details on this base are really cool. The fact that she's bending the arm that she's standing on of one of the drones of Ultron that she just dispatched. And just take a look at that massive hole from the headshot of the sniper rifle. I also like the vertebra here, and that nice shade of blue gives it a real sense of detail. And most importantly, overall, small footprint. Now initially I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the original head sculpt that comes with this piece, but once you see it in person it's actually really impressive, and I had to debate on which way I wanted to display it. Now this one looks a little more menacing, and if you'll notice, the shade of red is a little bit more muted. She's a little bit more brown haired here, but overall it is a really great sculpt, guys. And if you don't have the exclusive, it doesn't matter because this one just looks equally cool, guys. So no worries, you can have the exclusive or the regular. Now this is kind of a funny story. I didn't even notice these parts until almost the end of this review while I was filming. There are these really cool gun smoke, exhaust, whatever you want to call it, effects that you can attach to the end of the barrel of each weapon, and they are magnetic and they stay on pretty well, so you don't have to worry about losing them or them falling off or breaking. And again, it's just another way to display this piece, and little details like that, little gifts that they give you, I think is why I really like premium format statues. Apart from the fact that they're really detailed, they are really cool, these little things that you get. Now just like with every premium format statue, these are limited editions, and there's a cap on how many of these statues they actually make. On the bottom side of the base, you'll see that there's a nice picture of the Black Widow insignia. It does read SideShow Collectibles and Marvel, the name of the character Black Widow, premium format, and most importantly, the number of your piece. I have 55 of 750, so I got lucky. I got a really small run. Now this is somewhat idiotic that I have to declare, but I do have to do it for the show's archives. This is an instant holy grail piece, especially if you have the exclusive version, because it is so hard to find right now. Now premium format statues are not cheap to begin with, but the exclusive version, forget about it. You're going to be paying in the $600 to $700, even $800 range for one of those. Now before I go, I just want to thank the folks over at SideShow Collectibles for really working with me to get this piece in studio for review. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on SideShow Collectibles' version of the Black Widow, the exclusive premium format statue. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.